Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Nerd Herder Show. My name is Nick,
I'm Rich.
and today there's a big thing coming up.
There is.
Today there's a big thing coming up, and tomorrow there's a big thing coming up, and then the day after that there's a big thing.
There's lots of big things happening.
So many big things, and that is E3, the Electronic Entertainment Expo.
Sure.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna do some predictions for what might happen at this year's Electronic Entertainment Expo.
I'm just going to call it E3 from here on out. We need to say
Is it not called that?
I'm sure that's what it's called. I'm
Well,
just saying.
you can call it E3. I'm going to still call it that.
Okay, you do that. I hope you're wrong on what it actually stands for.
It might be something. It's eggs. Excellent eggs.
The Eggs Expo? The Excellent Eggs Expo?
Yeah. I don't know if I'd go to that. That'd be weird.
I'd try.
Be
I'd
like
try it.
Ovarian eggs. So E3 is a thing that happens every year. If you don't know what that is, it's the big video game convention. There's lots of video game conventions and expos throughout the year, but this is the big one. This is kind of like where all of the big announcements for the next year or coming years, as it turns out,
Typically.
most of the time.
It's starting to get away from that a little bit. Some
Maybe
companies are dropping out and doing Gamescom and
Yeah.
The other, what's TGS?
Yeah, but the big announcements still come out of here.
Yeah.
So, why don't we just start with what we think might happen? You go ahead.
Okay. Well, first things first, right off the bat. If you guys noticed, if you come here for our gaming content, we didn't do a video game news segment this week because at the time there really wasn't any. Since then, as of this recording, there has been some. So we probably should talk about that because a lot of it affects what we may have predicted at E3. So first thing we never talked about was No Man's Sky got a delay.
It did.
For a couple of months. I feel like they will have No Man's Sky. I don't think they should have No Man's Sky at E3. Like in a press conference. Like I'm sure it'll be somewhere. Hello Games will be there somewhere.
I care less and less about that game every day.
Yeah. But I don't see it getting a huge spot in the PlayStation conference this year because I feel like all the hoopla of death threats and bullshit of it being delayed a couple months. I don't know if they're going to want to bring that on, and they've had it on their stage multiple times.
Yeah, and at a certain point,
people are going to be like, "You've been showing this. We're getting in 2 months. How much more of this do we need to?"
The problem with that game is they keep showing stuff. And
Yeah.
it keeps not necessarily being more impressive than what they showed before. So now this close to release, if it's still, for somebody like me, if it still looks exactly how it always has looked, it's impressive in concept. I don't know if the execution really paid off. That's how I feel about the game. I'll see when it comes out. But if you have nothing new to show, it would actually probably be detrimental to show it.
Sure, absolutely. We got word today that Horizon Zero Dawn has been delayed till 2017. Its new release date is the 28th of February, 2017.
For now.
Makes sense. Well, yeah, for now. Makes sense to get that announcement out of the way before the press conference. You don't want to drop something like that. Everyone's getting excited.
You don't want bummer news.
Yeah. So you get the bummer news out of the way now, but now on their stage, they can go and say, hey, here's Horizon, look at some new gameplay, something, whatever they're going to show off of that. But I think we'll probably see some of that. Ukulele, I believe, was confirmed to be at E3, but that just got delayed till 2017, so I'm sure that'll be playable there in some form. Or
isn't the rumor the demo that's going to be for the backers will probably be playable?
I think so. I think that's the rumor right now. So those are kind of the big things that have dropped recently. I don't think I've missed anything.
No, those are the kind of the big delays and such.
So you want to go like company by company?
I don't know. Make a prediction.
Okay.
Let's take it from there.
Let's talk about Nintendo first, because I don't think there's going to be too many things to predict for Nintendo. They've already, Zelda's supposed to be the only playable thing, which they said from the beginning, which hasn't changed. And everyone assumed when they said that Zelda was going to be the only thing they had at E3, which clearly is not the case. They've since announced they're going to do some Pokemon Sun and Moon demos. They're going to have a big Treehouse Live day on that Tuesday. They're going to show that. Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE is going to be shown off, which makes sense that, it's going to be out in a couple weeks, like a week or two after E3, and then they'll have a big Zelda thing. So do you think we're going to get any Nintendo announcements?
Well, my first Nintendo prediction
Okay.
that I have is Zelda will not wow anyone.
Really? Okay.
That's what I'm predicting to happen with Zelda. I don't think that it's not going to. I don't think that it's going to be like the sky is falling, but I think people are going to be like, not that impressive.
Like it's Zelda.
It's Zelda. Hopefully, it's more impressive on the NX. Will be what I think people say, because it's only going to be playable on the Wii U version.
Mm-hmm.
As for NX, like, do I think there's going to be surprise NX news or
No.
a surprise direct or something? Because what else could there be?
And if
If they show nothing of the NX, then no.
because they have nothing Wii U really after Tokyo Mirage Sessions. So I could see them throwing... I mean, they still have Pokemon Sun and Moon coming in November, which I think the release date now is the 18th, I think is what they confirmed.
Yeah, that's the day.
So do you think we'll get... So I'm curious if they'll try to do something else at the end of this year, or if they'll be like, why bother, because we have the NX coming out in February.
I expect nothing.
Okay.
Do you?
No, and I'm okay with expecting nothing, because if I expect nothing, anything else will be, oh, that's cool. That's a neat thing they surprised me with.
Do you think I'm wrong about the Zelda narrative?
I would like to think so.
I would like to think so too. I'm gazing into the future, and what I see is that being what people say.
Everything that we've seen so far of it has looked really cool.
Yes.
I think the big question that's going to be...
What were the early complaints?
The early complaints is going to be that this world does not look alive. And I think that if there's any complaints, that will be the complaint that comes out of it.
And if it's still looking that way, that'll worry people.
Yeah.
Because that was the narrative over a year ago when we saw that footage from the Video Game Awards.
Mm-hmm. But they've also delayed it for more than a year. So maybe
Right.
they've taken that time to go...
I hope so.
You know, there's the talk of, they've looked at kind of Western RPGs and things like that for inspiration and stuff. So...
I hope I'm wrong, but I think that will be the narrative, that it is not impressive.
Okay. So let's move on to PlayStation.
Okay.
Let's do PlayStation. Unless you want to do Xbox.
Let's do Xbox and end with PlayStation.
Okay.
Because I think we're both more tuned into PlayStation.
Yeah.
Prediction for... Alright, well, I think that they're going to try and wow us with Project Scorpio or whatever is real.
Yeah.
It will be compatible with the Oculus.
Yep.
I think that they're going to use that to try and wow people. There will be some super exciting AAA title announced for the Oculus on Xbox One, and I don't know what that means. Halo, some component of Gears, something. That they are going to try and steal the thunder of the PlayStation VR.
Yeah.
I think we'll get a teaser for Halo 6. Very early
Really?
one. I think so. They aren't taking the time with those games. And Halo 5 did not sell very well at
But
all.
they still have Halo Wars. Do you think they'll...
Yeah, but
they'll
that doesn't
take the-
excite people like other... Like,
No.
It excites a certain amount of people, but it's not like another... Like...
If we didn't have Gears coming, I would say you're right. But I mean, they've got Gears coming at the end of this year.
I'm saying at the very end, it's going to say, like, the minimalist of teasers.
I don't know. I don't think so. But
We'll see.
um,
Well, what else do you think they'll show?
so I think they'll
What's gonna
show.
impress people?
I think they're going to show the Slim, whatever the Xbox One Slim is, and because of the rumors, they're going to have to come out and say, "Hey, we have Scorpio's. It's the 4 times fat. We got this coming out, but if you don't want to wait until then, here's." They're not going to call it the budget Xbox, but here's the Xbox One Slim, whatever it's called, and it's $200. Something.
Yeah.
Really cheap to get people, because I really want to get an Xbox One. I want to play Gears. There's some stuff that I want to go back and play. I bet we see Cuphead. I bet we get a release date for Cuphead.
I could totally see them with the Slim being like, it's going to be $200. It's available for pre-order today. It ships end of July.
Yeah, something real quick and here you go. Because I would jump on that. Something like that I would.
Even if they said this more powerful one is shortly down the line.
Depends how shortly. If they say it's not coming till next year, I feel like they would have to give a date. Because then if they don't, then who's going to go buy Xbox Ones or Xbox Slims and be like, well, it might come out in a month, it might come out in a year, it might... I feel like they have to at least say, okay, well, this isn't coming out, we have this plan, but it's not coming out till fall of 2017. But if you want something else, and if you want to jump on Xbox now and you want to play Gears, here's a $200 Xbox that you can get with a 2 terabyte hard drive or a terabyte hard drive, something beefy enough.
The rumors, too.
Yeah. I bet we see Recore.
Oh, yeah. There should definitely be some Recore. Recore was announced last year with just the cinematic trailer. I think that we'll get something more than that. Because even the cinematic trailer, while it was cool, it gave
showed us nothing.
Zero about even gameplay,
yeah.
What it would be. So we'll learn more about that for sure. And like you said, Cuphead, we'll probably get a look at... They recently went into development on the story mode.
Yeah, because it was all...
They announced that like a month ago or more. We'll get some details about that.
I'm trying to think what else was announced. Crackdown, we might see some Crackdown.
Yeah.
Oh,
Resident Evil.
You think it'll be an Xbox?
Yeah. Isn't that the rumor that might be what they throw at Xbox because Street Fighter was
that's a
PlayStation
rumor.
exclusive? I could see it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I could see it going the other way because I could see them saying, okay, we gave them Street Fighter, and it's not going to be an Xbox exclusive, but will be on the Xbox stage. But I could also see them going to PlayStation and saying, Resident Evil started on PlayStation, and here we are with...
That'd be great. I think one way or another we're going to see Resident Evil 7.
That's kind of been...
And if it is truly a return to horror, that'd be exciting.
Oh, we got the Dead Rising leak today. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I bet we see... So we'll probably see
that'll
that.
Be an Xbox.
That'll be the Xbox One. And that's Capcom too, so... There's
Do you care about that?
I liked what I played of the first one, but that's all I've played of it. I didn't get too much. I played it for a while and just ended up screwing around and didn't do too much. If it comes out and I have an Xbox, I would probably pick it up. But
okay. And then we have PlayStation, and there's some other stuff in between here. Like there's going to be a Bethesda conference.
Yeah, there'll be a Bethesda. Bethesda
Square.
There's not a Square conference.
No, there's not.
I think it's just Bethesda and Ubisoft. I don't know if there is an EA conference this year.
Which stage do you think that they're going to come out and talk about Andromeda? Probably Xbox, because it kind of started there.
Yeah, unless there is an EA conference. Let me double check on that.
I thought EA wasn't showing up there. They were doing the parking lot thing.
Well, I knew they were doing that, but I didn't know if...
We're going to get the details for you.
Yeah.
I think, I'm a huge Mass Effect fan. One of my favorite games of all time. I played all three of those on Xbox consoles. But I think I would get Andromeda for the PlayStation. But I think the right place for it to show would be on the Xbox stage. If they're really going to start showing us some stuff from that, because we haven't seen much.
Yeah, there's on Sunday. There's going to be, like how Bethesda does it, there's on the Sunday beforehand. So on the Sunday before, it's going to be EA and Bethesda. So EA will probably see Titanfall 2. We might see... No, we probably won't see we'll probably see some Battlefront.
Yeah.
DLC. Maybe some Rogue One. Like, we're going to have this stuff from the upcoming Rogue One.
I could see that. Maybe. If
Battlefield.
Maybe if... I don't know how much of that Lucasfilm wants out yet.
That's true. Do you think we see any other Star Wars games? Or do you think they save it for, like, the other Disney and D23 and Star Wars Celebration? And
boy, that's a tough one. We know that there's like 5 other games.
Because they've been talking about like Amy Hennig's game forever, and we haven't seen anything of that.
I feel like it's time to unveil another one of those games, and I'm not sure which one. probably that one.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would happen at their own conference or if they would make some huge deal with Sony to have it be at their.
Because I could see, because I imagine that we'll see Battlefront at the Sony conference for PlayStation VR, because they were talking about like exclusive Battlefront modes or something for VR.
If her game is actually about Han Solo,
Mm-hmm.
which is the rumor, it's going to be like an Uncharted-esque type game, but about Han Solo. Do you think we have not actually really seen anything about this because they're going to model the character after whatever actor ended up being cast as young Han Solo, and it was only just cast as Alden Ehrenreich, which even hasn't been actually confirmed?
That could be, but
That's
they've
why
been
we
in,
haven't found
but they've
out.
been in development for this for a long time now.
You
To not
do the
have-
face later. I don't know, or you
I don't
just
think it's
model
that-
it
it's-
after young Han.
I mean, if
young
they're
Harrison
doing-
Ford.
I don't think it's-
I really don't know. I'm just saying that could
Yeah.
be part of
It's-
what.
yeah,
why
it
we
could
have
be.
not seen anything.
Or they want to hold off on having that until they have the Han Solo movie and ready to go.
Which
Would be another year.
doesn't start shooting till January, and I think is supposed to come out. When the hell is that movie
I
supposed
don't
to come
know.
out? I'm not sure. I think it might be 2019.
Is it that long?
What year are we in?
We're in
next year-
2016.
so Rogue One.
So
and
Rogue
then
One's the end of
Episode
this
8,
year,
and
and-
then Han Solo is the following December. I
Is it?
believe.
Okay.
That's a long
So-
time.
I don't think it'll be in
If the
development
game
that
is
long.
really being held for that, then I don't know if we'll see anything.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be that.
All right, Sony predictions. That's the big one.
Yeah.
Right for us.
For
that's
us,
the big one.
we're gonna get
Especially in a Nintendo Light year.
we're gonna get a PS Neo or whatever they call it, PlayStation 4K. They're gonna announce that.
Do you think that's your prediction that they indeed will?
Yeah, I think they're gonna announce that. I mean, it's one of those all but confirmed things at this point. So I bet we see that with a price, maybe a price drop for what the
Thinking
current
about
SKU.
something about how we led this off.
Okay.
We led off by saying we didn't think No Man's Sky would show up on stage. I think that if they show off the Neo
Mm-hmm.
and explain how it's better with VR and are showing some PSVR, I could see them being like, and No Man's Sky is confirmed.
Yeah, I
VR
could see
type
them
of
doing
thing.
that. But there was also rumor of the new God of War getting it's like going to be a big Neo game. So I could see them showing that off and then like it's running on Neo and look how good it looks and blah 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 blah.
And then the whole narrative will be, is it not going to look good on my current system?
Yeah, that's
Is it
gonna
not going to work on my current system?
Well, that's what I'm really curious to see is how they spin this and say, hey, this is why you need this new PlayStation.
I think that here's a prediction. They're
Okay.
going to try and explain it in such a way that it is both very clear that all games will still work on your current one,
Mhm.
but also explain it in such a way that we feel like we have to get Neo.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you do that, but they're going to do it. They're going to convince you and I that we need to get that new system.
We'll find out in a week when we come back
and
and
only you will actually do it. But I'm going to feel real tempted.
we'll find out in a week if I'm sitting here going, man, I need that PlayStation Neo. Can you believe it? How cool it looks, and they got this and they got that.
I don't
But
know.
I bet there's some time for that. And I bet there's a decent amount dedicated to PlayStation VR.
There'll be a lot of VR, I'm sure, because it's going to be launching this year. It's basically like a new console launch in
Yeah.
a way, almost. There'll be...
I think we're gonna get Last Guardian release date. It's probably gonna be in another couple. I bet that's soon. I could see that being like it's
Yeah.
gonna be out in 3 months.
I could see that. There's going to be Horizon stuff.
Yeah, there'll be some Horizon.
Here's a prediction.
Okay.
I think that there'll be an early... This is coming winter of next year Until Dawn sequel.
Okay.
I think that game sold way better than they thought it would.
Mm.
And I think that it's far enough away that they could say it's coming out and easily delay it until later the following year after that.
See,
But
I don't know if
think
they
it's
give
just-
it a
I think
winter
it's-
date. I get, but they just give it. If it's there, I think they just give it a 2017.
Yeah, maybe. But I don't know. I think that's a new IP that they will capitalize on its current popularity
Mhm.
and try and build off of it, even if there's no actual intention of it coming out. That's the other thing. My other prediction for E3 is the first morning somebody will come out and go, E3 2016 has been delayed till 2017. No, what do you think about all these delays that are going on?
If they need them, to take them. I don't have a problem with that.
But I think part of the problem is something like E3, where they deliberately come out, they make some big splashy announcement, and I think that they never had the intention of following up on the date.
Yeah.
On some of these games, I think that Horizon never was going to come out this year.
But I mean, I could see it having them aiming for this year. I mean, because it was only delayed 2 months out of this year, the end of February.
Yeah,
so I can theoretically see a scenario where they were like, no, we are going to have it by, it's going to be our big November game, and they looked at it and they went, we need 3 more months on this. Because I mean, they waited till right before E3 to do it. Which, they may not want to... I mean, they could have delayed it a month, if they needed that.
Can I make one more Nintendo E3 prediction?
Yeah, go for it.
This is the last E3 that Nintendo will not be at.
That's fair.
I think they start doing presentations again next year.
I could see it.
I think that the Nintendo Directs have given them a lot of freedom.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think there's any reason for them to end necessarily. But I'm not going to say that they are directly responsible for the downfall in sales of Nintendo products, but there is a correlation. There's something about being part of that entire discussion of that week and then just being just some video that gets swept under the rug. Like, it's... The first year that they did the Nintendo Direct was when they announced the Wii U, and they've done it ever since, and sales have gone down ever since. And I'm not saying that it is the reason, but but you got to think that maybe it's part of something. It's part of not getting the general gamers who don't want to look away from the E3 stage and want to just go to this Nintendo website, go to Nintendo's Facebook page and watch it on their Wii U that they never bought. Like, it doesn't excite the people who weren't already there because they're not watching those platforms.
But they gotta, if they're coming back, they need to have an announcement for it to justify it. And they'll already have the NX out, so what do you come onto that stage to talk? Unless we have a so-so lineup for our launch lineup of NX, and then they come up and say, "This is why you need to get it the rest." Here's Metroid. Here's this, but they're already at that point, I think, going to have ill will of not coming out with the NX swinging.
Or will they? I don't know. I just, for some reason, I think that it is part of what excites third parties. I think it's, I don't know, I would be surprised if it's the last year. I would be surprised if they just keep doing this Nintendo Direct thing and not showing up to the show. In that capacity, obviously they're on the floor and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, their booth is huge this year.
Right, yeah, I mean, but, I don't know. I just feel like it was an experiment, and I think that they keep doing them in between E3s, but I think that they go back to the stage. I hope.
Yeah.
Nintendo Directs are fine, but there's just something so manufactured, and yeah, the things on stage are too, but it just feels too meticulous, too crafted.
But I mean, that's how Nintendo is, and they don't, when you do stuff like that, you don't have, like, people, the controller doesn't work, or, like, issues... Like, the game, things not working like you have on stage when you're doing it live.
Yeah, but again, they got to do stuff to shake it up because I don't
want
to see.
I agree with that. No, I agree with that.
So I hope that's what happens. Any other big Sony things that you're hoping for?
We already said God of War. I'm trying to think of what else is big. I think we see this. I bet we see a Last of Us 2 teaser, even if it's just a logo.
I hope so. I mean, I hope that game's further along than you would assume.
Yeah.
Because, like, right now the dialogue is Uncharted just wrapped up. It's not going to be out until 2018 or something. I hope it's sooner. I hope it's next year. I mean, because we had people working on it, and they just, they're really good at keeping secrets.
Because what was the difference between Uncharted 3 and Last of Us? Was it like 2 years?
I want to say, what, like 2008 and then 2011?
11? So 3 years? Is it that long?
I think so.
Because I could see Uncharted 3. Yeah, this is all riveting. Uncharted 3 was 2000. No, Uncharted 3 was 2011.
Oh, wow.
So Last of Us was maybe 2012.
See? Well, if they could do that then they can do it now.
Last of Us 2013. So
Like 2 years. That's what I'm saying. Maybe you even bridge that gap.
maybe get a teaser.
That would be exciting.
I bet we get more Crash teasers. Nothing about a game, but I bet they keep teasing it.
Maybe.
They keep pulling at these strings. They keep teasing this Crash stuff, and nothing ever happens. So we're either going to get an announcement or they're just going to troll us some more.
Maybe. And then there's the unknowns, right?
Yeah.
Like last year, nobody going into that was thinking that we learned about Shenmue 3 a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was even saying... I don't think there was even rumors about Final Fantasy VII Remake. Like, that was
That's
completely... True. Or that Last Guardian was actually going to show up. It was a joke, you know?
That was one of those...
So,
one of these years we'll get it right.
Yeah, so, I mean... I don't know what else we could learn.
Bloodborne 2?
Maybe.
Do you think they cash in on that now? Or an Order sequel? 1887? Maybe?
Maybe. I don't know. Who cares about that? And there'll be some sports stuff. That's a prediction.
That'll be at the E3 or the EA one though, probably.
Yeah.
They'll bring Pele out again, and he'll sit on the stage and talk for 20 minutes.
I hope so. It's a great time to go away and make a sandwich.
But
yeah, so there's going to be a lot of cool stuff at E3. We're going to be... Yeah.
I bet we get a release date for South Park.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, good point.
'Cause
We haven't heard about that in a while.
No. I don't think we've heard about it since last E3. Have we?
I can't remember anything.
I'm going to predict that, and I'm going to predict... Well, obviously Watch Dogs 2 is, like, at this point, locked. There's, like, a countdown thing on their website now. I think by the time this airs, that clock will have ended, so there's probably going to be something about it. Mafia. Do you think we get Red Dead 2 or Red Dead Redemption 2 or anything? Or Red Dead Remaster to go with?
Yeah, I think that something from Rockstar.
Just something?
I don't know if it's that, but it seems to be that, right? With like the was it?
Yeah, Mafia 3 is the... Mafia 3 I don't think is 2K. I don't think it's Rockstar, though.
Right, but wasn't that like the map thing?
Yes, the map...
Suggested that it was the same.
Something to do with... There was some kind of map
some sort of a little leak
with
that somehow suggested that it was
Red
at least
Dead
in development.
Mafia
I don't know if we'll learn about it, but...
think we'll see Rayman come back?
Actually, I have a prediction.
Okay.
With 2K.
Okay.
Borderlands 3.
Already?
I'm no time soon, but yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that the same team that did Battleborn is doing Borderlands. I think that, and especially they're gonna I don't know if they're publicly traded. That company, what is their name?
Gearbox?
I don't know if they are, but I think that they need something to. If they are, they need something because that game failed.
Yeah, it did not do
hard.
well. Maybe BioShock collection finally gets announced, and maybe we get BioShock 3 or 4, whatever they're going to call it.
If there was a BioShock, like a true sequel, that would excite people.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big... We haven't seen anything from that for a while. Obviously, Ken Levine's not doing it anymore, but I can see that, and I can see them finally saying, and until then, here's the collection that everybody's been leaking online that no one will actually confirm and say anything about.
Yeah. Telltale came out today with some details that Walking Dead Season 3 and Batman will both be there.
Yeah.
And release windows. Batman, the
It's
Telltale
like
will
summer
be
and fall,
this summer,
right?
and then, fall. Which was already the rumor anyway, but they confirmed it today.
Mm-hmm.
So those will be there.
Yeah.
But maybe they'll, maybe a little bit of Telltale information about the Marvel game that we learned about like a year and a half ago that we haven't heard anything else about.
That would be cool.
I can see that.
I'm
excited. I'm really excited for Batman. I hope it looks cool.
I bet we get some more Lego Dimensions.
Yeah, probably.
Now what would be cool is now they go, oh, well,
Now we have Star Wars.
Now we have Star Wars. Now we have Marvel. Here's Harry Potter. Everyone just loses their goddamn minds. I will.
That would be really cool. I probably still won't. I'll convince myself not to jump in. It's too much.
I'll be curious to see if they do it as Lego Dimensions 2, here's a new disc, and all your stuff still works for it, or if it's just, here are level packs, or here they're level packs, but they're more expansive level packs than what you got before. Because even the level packs, which you unlock the world, like the hub world, and you unlock like some kind of level. So if you do Star Wars, like what do you do? If you do Harry Potter, which Harry Potter do you do for that?
That'd be hard. Or you just, that's a way to make money. You do 7 level packs for each one, for each book.
I would buy every one of those.
It'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, that'll be there, I would imagine.
I hope. I want to know what's coming.
Yeah. So, there's going to be a lot of E3 news, and we're going to be here next week to report on it.
Yeah.
You can stay tuned. You can follow us on Twitter. We'll be tweeting reactions.
We're going to be tweeting a lot of stuff for E3.
Yeah, we're going to be at the Sony thing that they're doing at the movie theater.
Yeah, so if you can still get tickets, I don't know if you can, but Sony's doing their E3 thing in theaters. I've done it the last 2 years. It's fun. It's a good time. There's usually some kind of swag or something stupid they give out. So if you're here at Orlando and you see us, come and say hi. Say, hey, what's up? If not, that's fine. Cool. Whatever.
Screw you too.
We don't care. Yeah. But you can see us. You will be there, and you can tweet at us and follow us on Twitter for our E3 reactions. I'm on Twitter at Rich Belson.
I'm at Stonks.
The channel's on Twitter at OABeer_official, and we're on Facebook at Facebook.com/overabeer. YouTube, YouTube.com/overabeer, and Instagram over_A_beer. And yesterday, our very first beer review went live. So if you want to see what we think about some beer in a little bit more in-depth of a manner than we do typically on this show, you can find us there again, youtube.com/overabeer. And this Friday should be our very first Over a Beer podcast. Should go live. We'll be tweeting and stuff about that, so you can find out how to reach that. It's a little more conversational, off-topic than this show typically is, but I believe our first episode is a little bit more video game focused, if I recall correctly.
It could have been.
But you'll have to find out, and we'll tweet again about that. But that will wrap things up for today. So until next time, drink up.